Derek?
Yeah, bud?
Do you think I have ears?
What?
It's a valid question, one that I really need someone to answer. Do you think I have ears?
Why? Why would you ask me that?
Well, a little while ago, Puppet called me something of the sort, an earless freak, which normally is not something I would, really get too mad about because, he calls me insulting nicknames all the time, like Freak of Nature and Unwanted Chimney Sweep and Dirty Puss. So, yeah, it's a common thing, normal thing he does, so I'm used to it.
I feel like you shouldn't be used to that.
But this time around, it really hit me because, I don't know, the idea of not having ears seems, I don't know, scary to me.
What do you mean? Why would that be scary? You've been around for like 25 years and now you're afraid you don't have ears?
It's just, well, being a monster puppet's already been a challenge, because you're already going to look different from other puppets. And you're going to have different type of facial features, like not having ears. And I'm afraid that I don't have ears, and that makes me weird. I'm already weird, but I don't want to be even more weird.
Okay, I get it.
So, please answer this. Do you think I have ears, Derek?
Well, I mean, I can't, I can't really see them with all the hair.
I know you can't, but I'm just ask someone that doesn't see it. Do you think they exist at the very least?
Well, I mean, I would assume they exist since you can hear me.
Exactly! I know it! I know I have ears.
But I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you have ears.
What?
Well, I mean, just because you can hear things, it doesn't, necessarily mean you have ears. It just might mean you have a hole that you can hear things with. Not ears, necessarily, again.
Oh my god, I'm an earless freak, aren't I?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm a freak! No!
Farkle. Okay, let's think about this in another way. Let's think about this genetically. What about your mother? She have ears?
Well, I don't really know. She had a lot of hair just like me. Actually, she looked almost exactly like me, but as a girl. But I never saw her ears.
Well, what about your father? Does he have ears?
No, he does not. Holy shit, no. No, Farkle. I have a lot of genetics from my father. Okay, well, not that many. I look more like my mother, but I have his eyes. If I have his eyes, that means I probably has his ears, which means I don't have his ears, which means I'm an earless freak. I'm a freak.
You're not a freak. You're fine the way you are.
Shut up! I am a freak. No ears means I'm not a true person. I am a freak.
Farkle! There's nothing else I could really say to make him feel better. I mean, he is right. He probably doesn't have ears, and that is kind of freaky. You know what? Yeah, he is weird for not having ears. I will discriminate against that. Well, that was a weird thing I just witnessed. Oh well, time to react to Fazbear and Friends.
Keep posing for the picture, guys. The logo's coming. Almost.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! The logo squished my...
Welcome to hell, Chuckle Nuts.
Thanks, I guess, but wait, should I really be thinking someone welcoming into hell? Yeah, that doesn't really seem like a good thing. Well, aren't you pointy today? You're dead. Yeah, I don't know if I really like that punishment. I probably prefer something else, like maybe a tickle or something. Though, actually, that wouldn't be much of a punishment for me. It'd be more pleasurable than anything else. Again with the yelling. A tickle? Oh, wow, that's actually a lot of money. I could buy a lot of butt stuff with that.
Makes me want to join the ranks.
Wait, what?
God, your voice is terrifying. I think I'm in love all over
What
again.
the? Oh. That was kind of hot. Yeah, that turned me on a lot. You know, I think I'm gonna look up Q porn after this.
Oh, let's move out.
Aye, Captain. I'll do anything for a tickle, and what the hell was with that reaction? The f is that? Actually, matter of fact, the hell even is that creature? And why does its voice make me want to scrape out my ears? You know, with all my knowledge of the FNAF lore, never once have ever seen that thing ever. Like, what is that thing? Sis. Oh, I see. It's Baby's little sister. That makes No sense. Baby doesn't have a sister. Not to my knowledge. Afton didn't have 2 little girls. He had 1 that died and got trapped into an animatronic. He didn't have 2. Not to my knowledge at all. That doesn't make sense. Don't know why it exists or why you would ever make that. But it's wrong to have that creature alive. And honestly, I am petitioning for its death just like that Among Us concoction.
I'm gonna win the funny competition.
Why? I thought you were suspicious of the Q people.
Everyone will listen to me.
You know, maybe you should question why no one listens to you. It's because you're weird. I'm just gonna answer it. It's because you're weird. And wait, is Among Us missing? Did I hear that right? Aw, poor Among Us. I hope he stays missing. Man, that number really doesn't change, does it? But it can if you subscribe. So come on, let's change it together, shall we?
It's funny.
Yeah, especially to women.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
No, that's not as funny. That's not chick. I'm not really getting the giggles from that. I don't know if I like that punishment. Again, you could just give me a tickle. I would be alright with that. And also, the verbal abuse and getting in my face. It's a bit much, man. Back it up. Also, what does exercising have to do with comedy? It seems a bit excessive. And pies. Really? Who uses pie gags these days? Dear God, wow, okay. You know what? He's probably gonna get places with that skill. Again, what's the point of a lot of this? Because I'm not really getting much laughs from these guys. Is this really helping? Okay, maybe it is. That was quite funny. It was violence against women, which I find very amusing. I will now commence the laughter. Ha. Ha ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah. Okay, well that wasn't as funny. She didn't get hit. If she got hit, I would probably be laughing my ass off. Other than that, women just aren't funny. Okay, I'm gonna need to cut it out with the sexist jokes, because people are gonna think I'm a terrible person. And that's far from the truth, because I'm a very good Christian. Oh, Gloria, she's gonna tell a story with her wonderful and definitely not ear-bleeding voice. Kill me now. Really? Hey, get back on stage. And also, why would you think they're up to something? There's definitely nothing suspicious about those 2 individuals in the slightest. I mean, they came at our absolute lowest point when we need them the most. That's suspicious. And yeah, hey, you can't be saying words like that. Not in this little Christian program. Oh. You sure that's just not like a medical problem with you? Oh, that's insane. How could you have seen them before? I mean, you can't forget crazily designed individuals like those. And, honey, I think it's about time you stop bad-mouth talking our guests that are trying to help us, alright? There's nothing suspicious about that. Even how they're standing up and having their faces covered in darkness. And, hey, she passed? Seriously? She wasn't even funny. She was a female and she wasn't assaulted. Okay, again, you cut it with the sexist jokes. It's not funny anymore. Also, it makes it seem like I'm a bad guy. Again, it's really not true. I'm a wonderful person. And I wouldn't want anyone thinking that. Funny. Very funny. Bravo, Bonnie. Bravo.
Look, I know you have issues with Allie And Kazam.
Yeah,
but
weird
I'm
issues. So you
confident
need to
everything's
stop with
fine.
those issues. You're ruining the
Just to make it better,
vibes.
I'll talk to them and make sure everything's shipshape.
Yeah, Freddy's got this. Alright, he's definitely gonna make sure that they're good and definitely not evil, okay? And again, they're not. I don't know why you think they're evil. I mean, look at that. Does that seem evil? Okay, where are their heads? Oh, they're flying. That's not suspicious in the slightest. And they're talking about, very, questionable things.
1998.
That's something. And something to really take note of, because they did it in the sky where no one could hear them. But again, that's not suspicious. I don't know why you think they're bad. They're clearly good. Again, you're the crazy one here. You are the crazy one here. Clearly good people. Clearly. I see nothing wrong with them. Nothing. Nothing. They're definitely not going to be secret villains by the end. Oh, no. Well, alright. So that was Season 2, Episode 3 of Fazbear and Friends. And it was... fine. It was fine. Definitely their weakest episode so far that I've seen from Fazbear and Friends. But, I mean, it was well animated. You know, there was some funny stuff here and there, especially with Bonnie throwing all those pies and falling to the grounds. Bendy getting slapped. Among Us not being here. That was the best part. Among Us just not existing anymore. He's gone. He's missing. And again, I hope he stays missing and is never found again. But yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't really that invested in today's plot. It was training camp for making Fazbear and Friends better. They were learning how to be funny, though not really that much. They were just kind of doing basic training montages, and I don't know. They weren't even really that creative, like, at all. I don't know. It was really hard for me to really get invested in this episode, especially since it starred Baby Sister, who I have, like, no connection to. To be fair, I have, like, no connection to any of these characters, but Baby Sister, that just feels like a weird thing to create. And I don't know why you would make that. The only thing I could just assume is that she's a thirst trap. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know. Just the idea of maybe having a sister is just kind of odd to me. But whatever, I'm not going to harp on that. We did get some story progression. Apparently there's been some operation that apparently the characters have gone through and they're not supposed to remember from Allie and Kazam, or whatever the hell their names are. Apparently they have some secret history that they're keeping, well, secret. Which is kind of suspicious. But I doubt that means they're evil bad guys or anything like that. Again, they're probably good people. It'd be too obvious if they were twist villains. I mean, they're helping Fazbear and Friends. Why would they secretly be evil when they're doing that? That just seems dumb. It's too obvious, and I'm not going to be fooled by little baby sister over here assuming the bad. No, they're clearly good people. They're definitely not going to be super evil villains or anything like that. But those operations they were discussing in the sky was making me question. Oh, well, probably nothing, though. It's probably nothing. Actually, it was probably a good thing. Again, the operation was probably good. Probably good, and we don't need to worry about it at all. So anyways, with that, I think that's it for me. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and of course, I'm going to see y'all next time. So, goodbye, everybody. Well, goodbye.